Hey, what's going on, you guys? Sean here. It's about 6:40 here on Sunday, and man, it's nasty out. And I'm getting dinner, and I'm bringing dinner home and cooking for the family here before I go to work. I worked all weekend, and I picked up some side work, holiday work, because there's a lot of it out there, and it's a good thing to do. You know, if you want to get out there and, like the town that I'm in, and pick up some side work to make some money for the holidays, you can do it here. And I've been doing it. I haven't been on much, and I'm going to work in tonight. So I wanted to take this opportunity to address two things. You know, the first one is I want to give a huge shout out to Miss ATX, Mandy, for giving me the platform and having such a smooth live stream with me about what was supposed to be to address some issues that we were having with somebody. But we also transition and we talk about some really important things like, opiate addiction, PTSD a little bit, marriage, just several things. If you want to see that, I mean, it got views. A lot of you guys came out, and we appreciate it. Go over to Miss ATX, MRS dot and ATX on YouTube and check it out. And I was on, what night was that? Was it Friday night? Friday night. And we talked a little bit. And yeah, we were trying to do that at the same time that somebody else was on a radio show. And I'll transition into that. And at first everybody was like this, we're saying, Sean, you and Sam Telfer have got to collab and do a stream about this individual, because there's nobody that we've seen, that we've observed, that puts his panties in a bunch worse than you and Sam. And Sam had family's always first, especially this time of year. And so I went with Mandy. Invited me to go on her platform, and she's awesome. I mean, she is the vice president of the boardroom, and if you ever get a chance to work with her, do it. She's not scared. She's not scared. And so we got out there and we addressed some things. We told some truths. I wanted to, there's a backstory without emotion, without histrionics, without getting into all the 2-cent little insults and comments that are going on. There's a backstory. Then I got a chance to tell it, and she gave me the platform to tell it. And I saw some of the names that came out. I want to give a big shout out to Brandy Dark Soul for coming out. You didn't have to, but you did. And thank you for that. We see you right now, and love you. So there's that. So where was I? But one of the things that I'm being asked right now is, what about this radio show that Gerald was on? And I was like, really? That's going to happen? They were like, yeah. I've only seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't seen it in its entirety. But I went over, and all you have to do is go look at their Twitter, or go look at, I think, their website. But if you look at their Twitter for this radio show he was on, it's at TuneInBTS. So at capital TUNE, capital IN, and then capital BTS, and it'll come up. And if you look at how they plugged it, First thing I noticed was, this isn't about Gerald, and this is not about blogging. This is all about Trisha's name. This is all about Trisha and her name. And, so how does that affect her? Because really, at the end of the day, this all happens to get at Trisha. They're trying to get at her. But if you want to know the truth, the God's honest truth, she sits there and she looks at it and goes, I'm relevant as fuck. They're talking about me. They're doing this interview because of me. So if you go over there and you look at their Twitter, they hashtag her name. That's why that interview happened. And from what I understand from a lot of people, that about halfway through it, it became quite apparent that he was all over the place. And again, the scorned boyfriend effect. And I think Summer at the end of it basically said, well, our offer's still out there to help her, and she just gets under my skin. And that was pretty much it. And then they kind of cut him off, and that was the end of that. He never did bring up his past. He wasn't honest at all. But at the end of the day, it was all about Trisha. So that continues to be the answer to these questions. And we talked about it on the stream. Me and Mandy talked about how, you know, how much clout do you give her? I mean, how much power do you give her? You're accusing her of certain things and saying that events are transpiring and unfolding because of stuff that she's doing. Is she really that powerful? Is she really that powerful? Does she have that much of an effect on your lives? You have to think about that. We talked about that in the live stream, and Mandy was actually pretty honest. She said when I was going in on her, when I wasn't friendly with you guys, I thought about every day, you know, I'd say, what is she doing? What is she up to? And, you know, it was really, she gets into people's headspace and timing. And it's just amazing that you guys give her that much credit and that much power and that much clout. It's like this fake Twitter account they're making of me. They have SP Tomahawk, but then they got the blue check on my name. You know, the Twitter accounts that have the blue check, they're verified accounts to, you know, a person of interest or a celebrity. I'm flattered that you guys added that to the fake account that you made, or however you Photoshop that. That's flattering to me that you think that I'm that important, but I'm really not. You know, you guys just make it that important. So back to the television or the radio show. All that really said to us is, at first when that happened, I read, you know, kind of the Twitter, the dynamic, and people were like, we got to tell this person. I was like, don't say nothing, man. Don't say nothing, because first of all, we didn't know if it was another one of his lies. Second of all, let that happen. Because all that really did was show a couple of things. Does Summer Helene actually vet the people that are coming on her show? Did she have any idea? I mean, I'm sure she does now, because many people came to me through DMs and stuff and said, you know what, I emailed this or I emailed that. How could this happen? How could they have a person like this on there? I said, you know, it was good that show happened, because you remember Trisha was on there on her show. And so was a couple other people. And at the end of the day, that kind of marginalized that show, that radio personality, because if they're going to the level to have somebody, you know, a serial cyber criminal on there, simply to talk about Trisha, I understand there wasn't much talk about it. He went right into whining, the scorned boyfriend whining type of deal again. So that's kind of my answer when people are like, how did this happen? You know, why did it happen this way? My answer has been, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It was all about Trisha. It made her look horrible. I don't think she realizes that old boy is going in on charges tomorrow and then on Thursday. There's a person out there saying he's only got one case. He's got three, actually. 4 charges that stem 3 different cases. And I think people are finally starting to go, okay. Even people that don't like Trisha, they're like, we don't like Trisha, but I don't know. So that's really it. What else would I want to say about it? Again, go out and check Mrs. ATX. She's the vice president of the boardroom, and she and I did a collab that was really successful, despite somebody that was in her live stream and got in as a mod and was blocking people. If you got blocked from that stream, it wasn't us pulling those strings and telling people to do it. There was somebody in there that was able to do it. We were getting you guys unblocked, because there's a lot of people that I'm friendly with that Mandy might not be friendly with, or maybe vice versa, and they were trying to get in. And I had DMs from people that were like, I was trying to get in, but, you know, they don't like me, so I was blocked. And I was going back to them and saying, I don't really think you got blocked. There was only like 1 or 2 names that were supposed to get blocked. I mean, Mandy brought one up, one of the names up in the stream, but everybody was allowed to come in. And because I definitely talk to everybody, a lot of people. People say that I love wrestling. I don't like wrestling. I just use it as an analogy, because you've got so many of these people that are out there that think that we all hate each other. And a lot of us talk behind the scenes about real life things. If somebody's sick, if somebody's family member's going through it, we talk, we DM. If somebody's going through a real life thing with somebody else, that I know something about, I might say, well, hey, here's my experience with them. I'm not sharing DMs, but I will tell them my experience with them, and vice versa. People come to me and go, hey, this is what I know about this person. This is what happens. At the end of the day, what's going on is real life, and it's bullshit that they're doing it to you. And I'm the same way. We may not like each other. This is all entertainment on Twitter, but we're not out to actually harm or hurt anybody. Most people have come to us and say, we know that Trisha's not the reason why this guy got shook down. She's not that powerful of a person. We know how it works. And so there's that. If you got blocked and you were trying to get in, that's why. I mean, there was somebody out there doing it, and we think we know who it is, but that's for Mandy to handle. And she does it well. So anyway, that's my answer to that question. When people are like, oh my God, well, there it is. Let that stuff's got to keep happening. Trisha's over there not saying anything. She's enjoying the attention, going, wow, they're talking about me. Look, they're hashtagging me. A syndicated radio show talking about me. Woohoo. And that's what you guys don't seem to understand. As long as you keep giving her the attention, you don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say nothing at all. The more you call up and talk to people and try to, get her in trouble for certain things, the more people are saying, damn, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with your life? We've already investigated this. We've already looked at that. We got this. We understand what we're doing. Thank you very much. So that's it. I'm going to go in and make dinner. It's about almost 7. I'm going to make dinner for the family, and our daughter's got a friend over, so it's going to be dinner for 4. And then my DMs will be up again, so, if you want to talk to me. But I'll be at work, so I'm spotty at night because I work all night making some extra cash for the holidays so that I can take care of my daughters and my wife and get them something a little bit more. So anyway, this is Tomahawk Sean. This is the time of day where there's a lot of depression that happens. Keep your head up. DM anybody. DM me. I don't care if you don't like me. I'm there for you. I understand it. I understand, depression, PTSD. I live with somebody that struggles mightily with it. I get it at the end of the day. And I promise you, it'll be amicable and we can talk real talk. Anyway, this is Sean. Have a good one. Stay warm, stay dry. Happy holidays. Peace out.